Yes, welcome back. Woo! Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh no, this is not gonna be normal. This is just very, very temporary. We're not doing this. We're having some fun. All right. Oh man, welcome back to the road trip, Kingdom Builders, road trippers, Akeem and Akatim, brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, aunties and uncles, grandmas and grandpas, everybody in the freaking house, man. I love y'all. Thanks for being here with me. You know, I love reading these scrolls, but you know what I love even more than reading these scrolls? You want to know? There's very few things that I love reading more than reading these scrolls. Guess what I love more? I love being with my family when I'm reading these scrolls. That's the only thing. Yeah, let's go, man. All praises to the Most High. Abba Yahweh. Look at this. Got leaves and all. Give me this. All praises to the Most High. Abba Yahweh, man. All glory to Yahweh Shai. Honors to the Ruach HaKodesh, man. Let's put this right here. How about that? Oh, yeah. And honors, man, to the Ruach HaKodesh. My love and my respect goes out to each and every single one of you, Kingdom Builders, road trippers. And when that burns out, it burns out, man. I don't expect it to be, man. I don't want it to run the whole time anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's destroying my room. Black soot all over the place. Bathe in water. Hey, here, we can do this now. Bathe in water, bathe in fire. Let's get these scrolls, all right? Let's get busy. How's your day? How was your day today? What did you do? You went to work? Spent some time with the family? What you do, man? You ready for the Shabbat tonight? What are you going to do on Shabbat? You better not be out in no club. I'll tell you that. Better stay focused, man. Time is getting short, family. It's getting short, fam. That's right. What are you going to do, man? You need to be planning and preparing for eternity. What do I mean by that? Where are you going to be? Are you going to be on the right side of history or not? It's kind of your choice right now. I mean, I guess you have a lot on your plate. Not just living your life right now, but maybe your life right now is distracting you from really where your eternity is going to end you up. Food for thought. Anyway, I'm not your spiritual counselor. I'm just a scribe. I'm here to read this book, man. I'm here to read these scrolls. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it right now, man. All praise to the Most High. Abba Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Ruach HaKodesh, man. Glory to Yahweh Shai. Honors to the Ruach HaKodesh, man. And my love and my respect goes to you. And I'll say it as many times as I need to, bro. You are my family. What is blood? What is love? Alright. No further ado. You got a few moments, and you already had a few moments to get your scrolls out. If you wanted to follow along, you already knew if you were going to do it or not. I'm sure you did. We're about to be back in the book of Jubilees. We're starting on chapter 22 right now until question mark. We're going to read until we feel like it's meet or appropriate. Isn't that right, says the Most High? Yeah, and we agree with him at all times. No further ado. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Fellas in the back, please stop making noise. Sit down, please. We're about to start reading, okay? Okay. And shout out to my boy, Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, Daniel. He just made it back home. And I know what that's like. So, I love you, bro. All praises to the Most High. He loves you, man. Keep your head up. Right? What did we say, man? What did we say, bro? Keep your head up and your toes down, man. You gotta stay grounded. Right? Focus on your future. Run your program, bro. Alright? All praises to the Most High. I love you, dude. For real. You were the best, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for all the good ups, man. Thanks for all the good affirmations and the confirmations, bro. You helped me just as much as I helped you, bro. Thank you. With no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I just had to give that homage to one of my friends. All right, the Book of Jubilees, chapter 22. Let's begin. Let's begin. All right, fam.
Take them back.
chapter 22. All right, man. And it reads, "And it came to pass in the first week in the 44th Jubilee in the second year, that is the year in which Abraham died, that Isaac and Ishmael came from the well of the oak to celebrate the feast of weeks. That is the feast of the first fruits of the harvest, to Abraham their father. And Abraham rejoiced because his 2 sons had come, for Isaac had many possessions in Beersheba, and Isaac was wont to go and see his possessions, and to return to his father. And in those days Ishmael came to see his father, and they both came together. And Isaac offered a sacrifice for a burnt offering, and presented it on the altar of his father, which he had made in Hebron. And he offered a thank offering, and made a feast of joy before Ishmael his brother. And Rebekah made new cakes from the new grain, and gave them to Yaakov her son, and to take them to Abraham his father, from the first fruits of the land, that he might eat and bless the Creator of all things before he died. And Isaac too sent by the hand of Yaakov to Abraham a blessed thank offering, that he might eat and drink. And he ate and drank. And blessed be the Most High Elohim, who has created heaven and earth, who has made all things all the fat things of the earth, and given them to the children of men, that they might eat and drink and bless the Creator. And now I give thanks unto you, my Elohim, because you have caused me to see this day. Behold, I am 160 years an old man, and full of days, and all my days have been unto me peace. The sword of the adversary has not overcome me in all that all you have given me and my children all the days of my life until this day. My Elohim, may your mercy and your peace be upon your servant and upon the seed of his sons, that they may be to you a chosen nation and an inheritance from among all the nations of the earth, from now on and unto all the days of the generations of the earth, until all ages." And he called Yaakov and said, "My son Yaakov, may the Elohim of all bless you and strengthen you to do righteousness, and he will be before him, and may he choose you and your seed, that you may become a people for his inheritance according to his will always. And do you, my son Yaakov, draw near and kiss me." And he drew near and kissed him. And he said, "Blessed be my son Yaakov, and all the sons of the Most High Elohim Yahweh Most High unto all the ages. My Elohim give unto you a seed of righteousness, and some of your sons may he sanctify in the midst of the whole earth. May nations serve you, and all the nations bow themselves before your seed. Be strong in the presence of men, and exercise authority over all the seed of Seth. Then your ways and all the ways of your sons will be justified, and so that they shall become a Kodesh nation." All right, let's go ahead. Verse 13. All right, and it reads, "May the Most High Yahweh give you all the blessings with which he has blessed me, and with which he blessed Noah and Adam. May the rest of the sacred head of your seed from generation to generation forever. And may he cleanse you from all unrighteousness and impurity, that you may be forgiven all thy transgressions and your sins of ignorance. And may he strengthen you and bless you, and may you inherit the whole earth. And may he renew his covenant with you, that you may be to him a nation for his inheritance for all the ages, and that he may be to you and your seed Elohim in truth and righteousness throughout all the days of the earth. And do you, my son Yaakov, remember my words, and observe the commandments of Abraham your father. Separate thyself from thy nations, and eat not with them, and do not according to their works, and become not their associate. For their works are unclean, and all their ways are a pollution and an abomination and uncleanness. They offer their sacrifices to the dead, and they worship evil spirits, evil ruachs, and they eat over the graves, and all their works are vanity and nothingness. They have no heart to understand, and their eyes do not see what their works are, and how they err in saying to a piece of wood, you are my God, you are my Elohim, and to a stone, you are my Adonai, and you are my deliverer. And they have no heart. And as for you, my son Yaakov, may the Most High Elohim Yahweh help you, and the Elohim of heaven bless you, and remove you from their uncleanness and from all their error. Be you aware my son, Yaakov, and take a wife from any seed of the daughters of Canaan. Do not do that, for all this seed is to be rooted out of the earth. For owing to the transgression of Ham, Canaan erred, and all his seed will be destroyed off the earth, and all the residue thereof, and none springing from Ham will be saved on the day of judgment. And as for all the worshippers of idols and the profane, there will be no hope for them in the land of the living, and there will be no remembrance of them on the earth, for they will descend into Sheol, and into the place of condemnation will they go. As the children of Sodom were taken away from the earth, so will all those who worship idols be taken away. Fear not, my son Yaakov, and be not dismayed, O son of Abraham. May the Most High Elohim Yahweh preserve you from destruction, and from all the paths of error may he deliver you. This house have I built for myself, that I might put my name upon it in the earth. It is given to you and to your seed forever, and it will be named the house of Abraham. It is given to you and to your seed forever, for you will become my house and establish my name before Elohim Yahweh forever. Your seed and your name will stand throughout all generations of the earth. And he ceased commanding him and blessing him, and the two lay together on one bed, and Yaakov slept in the bosom of Abraham his father's father, and he kissed him 7 times, and his affection and his heart rejoiced over him, and he blessed him with all his heart, and said, The Most High Yahweh, the Elohim of all, the creator of all, who brought me out from Ur of the Chaldees, he might give me this land to inherit it forever, and that I might establish a Kodesh seed. Blessed be the Most High forever. And he blessed Yaakov and said, My son, over whom with all my heart and my affection I rejoice, may your grace and your mercy be lifted up upon him and upon his seed always. And do not forsake him, nor set him in anything, nothing from now on and unto the days of eternity. And may your eyes be opened upon him and upon his seed, that you may preserve him and bless him, and may sanctify him as a nation for your inheritance. All right, 30 to the door, and bless him with all your blessings from now on and unto all the days of eternity, and renew your covenant and your grace with him and with his seed according to all your good pleasure unto all the generations of the earth. That's the end of chapter 22. All right. Let's read some more, man. You want some more? That was 22. You want 23? Of course you do. Let's get 23. All right, let's go, family. Chapter 23. Are you reading with me? All right. 23, and it reads, And he placed 2 fingers of Yaakov on his eyes and blessed the Most High Yahweh of gods. And he covered his face and stretched out his feet and slept the sleep of eternity and was gathered to his fathers. And notwithstanding all this, Yaakov was lying in his bosom, and knew not that Abraham his father's father was dead. And Yaakov awoke from his sleep, and behold, Abraham was cold as ice, and he said, Father, Father, Father! But there was none that spoke, and he knew that he was dead. And he arose from the bosom, and ran, and told Rebekah his mother, and Rebekah went to Isaac in the night, and told him. And they went together, and Yaakov with them, and a lamp was in their hand. Dang, he just saw his grandpa die. He was sleeping on him, and he died, bro. And when they had gone in, they found Abraham lying dead. And Isaac fell on the face of his father and wept and kissed him. And the voices were heard in the house of Abraham. And Ishmael his son arose and went to Abraham his father and wept over Abraham his father, he and all the house of Abraham. And they wept with a great weeping. And his son Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the double cave near Sarah his wife. And they wept for him 40 days. All the men of his house, and Isaac and Ishmael, and all their sons, Keturah, in their places, in the days of weeping of Abraham were ended. And he lived 3 jubilees and 4 weeks of years, 175 years, and completed the days of his life, being old and full of days. For the days of the forefathers of their life were 19 jubilees, and after the flood they began to grow less, and 19 jubilees, and to decrease in jubilees, and to grow old quickly, and to be full of their days by reason of manifold tribulation and the wickedness of their ways, with the exception of Abraham. For Abraham was perfect in all his deeds with the Most High Yahweh, and well pleased in righteousness all the days of his life. And behold, he did not complete 4 jubilees in his life, when he had grown old by reason of the wickedness, and was full of his days. And all the generation which will arise from this time until the day of the great judgment will grow old quickly before they complete 2 jubilees, and their knowledge will forsake them by reason of their old age, and all their knowledge will vanish away. And in those days, if a man live a jubilee and a half of years, they will say regarding him, he has lived long, and the greater part of his days are pain and sorrow and tribulation, and there is no peace. So if you can live 70 years, if you can live a jubilee, go ahead, man. Go ahead with your bad self. But can you live a jubilee and a half? Absolutely not. For calamity follows on calamity, and wound on wound, and tribulation on tribulation, and evil tidings on evil tidings, and illness on illness, and all evil judgments such as these one with another, illness and overthrow, and snow and frost and ice, and fever and chills, and topher and famine, and death and sword, and captivity, and all kinds of calamities and pains. And all these will come on an evil generation which transgress on the earth. Their works are uncleanness, and fornication, and pollution, and abominations. Then they will say, the days of the forefathers were many, even unto the 1,000 years, and were good. But behold, the days of our life, if a man has lived many, are 60 years and 10, and if he is strong, 80 years, and those 80 years, and those evil, and there is no peace in the days of the evil generation. And in that generation the sons will convict their fathers and their elders of the sin and unrighteousness, and of the words of their mouth, and the great wickedness which they perpetrate, and concerning their forsaking the covenant which the Most High made between him and them, that they should observe and do all his commandments and his ordinances and all his laws, without departing either to the right hand or to the left. For all have done evil, and every mouth speaks iniquity, and all their works are in uncleanness and an abomination, and all their ways are pollution, uncleanness, and destruction. Behold, the earth will be destroyed on account of all their works, and there will be no seed of the vine, and no oil, for their works are altogether faithless, and they will all perish together, beasts and cattle and birds, and all the fish of the sea, on account of the children of men. And they will strive one with another, with young and with old, and the old with the young, and poor with the rich, and the lowly with the great, and the beggar with the prince, on account of the law of the covenant. For they have forgotten commandment, and covenant, and feast, and months, and Shabbats, and Jubilees, and all judgments. And they will stand with bows and swords and war to turn them back into the way. But they will not return until much blood has been shed on the earth, one by another. And those who have escaped will not return from their wickedness to the way of righteousness, but they will all exalt themselves to deceit and wealth, and they may each take all that is his neighbor's, and they will name the great name, but not in truth and not in righteousness. And they will defile the Kodesh of Kodeshes, the Holy of Holies, with their uncleanness and the corruption of their pollution, and a great punishment will befall the deeds of his generation from the Most High, and he will give them over to the sword, and to the judgment, and to captivity, and to be plundered and devoured. And he will wake up against them the sinners of the Gentile, who have neither mercy nor compassion, who will respect the persons of none, neither old nor young, nor anyone, for they are more wicked and strong to do evil than all the children of men. And they will use violence against Yasharel, and transgression against Yaakov, and much blood will be shed upon the earth, and there will be none to gather and none to bury. Your bodies will lay out, and let the birds pick the meat off your bones, Naga. Those are the 2/3 too, bro. Just like the heathen Gentiles, man. You're gonna find out real soon too. Alright, let's pick up, man. Verse 24, and it reads, in those days will they cry aloud, and call and pray, that they may be saved from the hand of the sinners and the Gentiles, but none will be saved. And the heads of the children will be white with gray hair, and the child of 3 weeks will appear old like a man of 100 years, and their stature will be destroyed by tribulation and oppression. And in those days the children will begin to study the laws, and to seek the commandments, and to return to the path of righteousness. And in the days will begin to grow many and increase among those children of men, until their days draw nigh to 1,000 years, and to a greater number of years than before was the number of the days. And there will be no old man, nor one who is not satisfied with his days, for all will be as children and youths. And all their days will be complete, and live in peace and in joy, and there will be no Hasatan, nor any evil destroyer, right? For all their days will be days of blessing and healing. And at that time, the Most High will heal his servants, and they will rise up and see great peace, and drive out their adversaries, and the righteous will see and be thankful, and rejoice with joy forever and ever, and will see all their judgments and all their curses on their enemies. And their bones will rest in the earth, and their ruachs will have much joy, and they will know that it is the Most High Yahweh who executes judgment and shows mercy on hundreds and thousands, and to all that love him. And do you, Moshe, write down these words, for thus are the written, and they record them on the heavenly tables for a testimony for the generations forever. That's the end of chapter 23. Hallelujah. You want some more? Of course you do, because you're about to get some more. And I don't care. I'm about to read 24 for you. That's right. The fire went out, but it doesn't matter, man, because the fire's still in our heart. And I can't keep running that all night, putting black stuff all over my wall. All right, let's keep reading. 24. Let's go, family. All right, hallelujah, man. Let's go, man. Shabbat's coming up. We're in Shabbat, man. Woo! Shabbat. Let's go, man. Chapter 24, and it reads, And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that the Most High blessed Isaac his son, and he arose from Hebron and went and dwelt in the well of the vision in the first year of the 3rd week of this Jubilee 7 years. And in the first year of the 4th week, a famine began in the land beside the first famine which had been in the days of Abraham. And Yaakov sowed lentil pottage, and Esau came from the field hungry. And he said to Jacob, Yaakov, his brother, Give me of this red pottage. And Yaakov said unto him, Sell to me your primogeniture, this, right? Birthright, and I will give you bread, and also some of this lentil pottage. And Esau said in his heart, I shall die. Of what profit to me is this birthright? And he said to Yaakov, I give it to you. You can go ahead and take it, man. Give me that pottage, bruh. And Yaakov said, Swear to me this day. And he swore unto him. And Yaakov gave his brother Esau bread and pottage, and he ate until he was satisfied. And Esau despised his birthright. For this reason was Esau's name called Edom, and on account of the red pottage which Yaakov, gave him for his birthright. And Yaakov became the elder, and Esau was brought down from his dignity. And the famine was over the land, and Isaac departed to go down into Mizraim in the 2nd year of the week, and went to the king of the Philistines, to Gerar, unto Abimelech. And the Most High Yahweh appeared unto him, and said unto him, Go not down to Mizraim, dwell in the land that I shall tell you of, and sojourn in the land, in this land. And I shall be with you and bless you, for to you and to your seed shall I give all this land, and I shall establish my oath with which I swore unto Abraham your father, and I shall multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and shall give unto you your seed all this land. And in your seed will all the nations of the earth be blessed, because your father obeyed my voice and kept my charge, and my commandments, and my laws, and my ordinances, and my covenant, and now obey my voice and dwell in this land. And he dwelt in Gerar 3 weeks of years. And Abimelech charged concerning him, and concerning all that was his, saying, Any man that shall touch him, or aught that is his, shall surely die. And Isaac waxed strong among the Philistines, and he got many possessions, oxen and sheep and camels and asses, and a great household. And he sowed in the land of the Philistines, and brought in 100-fold. And Isaac became exceedingly great, and the Philistines envied him. Now all the wells which the servants of Abraham had dug during the life of Abraham, the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham, and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for you are much mightier than we. And Isaac departed from there in the 1st year of the 7th week, and sojourned in the valleys of Gerar. And they dug again the wells of water which the servants of Abraham his father had dug, and which the Philistines had closed after the death of Abraham his father. And he called their names as Abraham his father had named them. And the servant of Isaac dug a well in the valley, and found living water. And the shepherds of Gerar strove with the shepherds of Isaac, saying, The water is ours. And Isaac called the name of the well Perversity, because they had been perverse with us. And they dug a 2nd well, and they strove for that also. And he called its name Enmity. And He arose from there, and they dug another well, and for that they strove not, and he called the name of it Room. And Isaac said, Now the Most High Yahweh has made room for us, and we have increased in the land. And he went up from there to the well of the oath in the first year of the first week, in the 44th Jubilee, and the Most High appeared to him that night on the new moon of the first month, and said to him, I am the Elohim of Abraham your father. Fear not, for I am with you, and shall bless you, and shall surely multiply your seed as the sand of the earth for the sake of Abraham my servant. And he built an altar there, which Abraham his father had first built, and he called upon the name of the Most High, and he offered sacrifice to the Elohim of Abraham his father. And they dug a well, and they found living water. And the servants of Isaac dug another well and did not find water. And they went and told Isaac that they had not found water. And Isaac said, I have sworn this day to the Philistines, and this thing has been announced to us. All right, man. Verse 26 to the door, man. And he called his name of the place the well of the oath, for there he had sworn to Abimelech and Ahuzath his friend, and Pekol, the perfect of his host. And Isaac knew that day that under a constraint he had sworn to them to make peace with them. And Isaac on that day cursed the Philistines and said, Cursed be the Philistines unto this day of wrath and indignation from the midst of all nations. May Yahweh make them a derision and a curse, and an object of wrath and indignation in the hand of the sinners and of the Gentiles, and in the hands of the Kittim. And whoever escapes the sword of the enemy and the Kittim, may the righteous nation root out in judgment from under heaven, for they will be the enemies and foes of my children throughout the generations upon the earth, and no remnant will be left to them, nor one that will be saved on the day of the wrath of judgment. For destruction and rooting out and expulsion from the earth is the whole seed of the Philistine reserved, and there will no longer be left for these Chpaters a name or a seed on the earth. For though he ascends into heaven, from there will he be brought down, and though he makes himself strong on earth, from there he will be dragged out. And though he hides himself among the nations, even from there he will be rooted out. And though he descends into Sheol, there also will his condemnation be great, and there also he will have no peace. And if he goes into captivity, by the hands of those that seek his life will they slay him on the way, and neither name nor seed will be left to him on all the earth. For into eternal malediction, Salake, eternal malediction will he depart, and thus is it written and engraved concerning him on the heavenly tables, to do unto him on the day of judgment, so that he may be rooted out of the earth. That's the end of chapter 24, all right? And if you've made it this far, if you're still here after all this, you're a real soldier, man. And the Most High is really trying to talk to you, man, because not a lot of people have a lot of stomach for this, all right? All praises to you, man. All praises to the Most High. Honors to you is what I'm saying, man. Glory to the Most High, right? Melchizedek. But I have a lot of respect for you just being here. If you're still here, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the ride. Thank you for the road trip. Thank you for the read. I'll see you all soon, man. All praises to the Most High. Abba Yahweh, man. Glory to Yahweh Shai. Honors to the Ruach HaKodesh. And my love and my respect goes out to each and every single one of you, family. You, friends. You, kingdom builders. You, road trippers. You, Mishpachah. You, fam. I'll see you soon. Akim and Akatim, man. Brothers and sisters, man. Everybody in the house, bro. All praises to the Most High. Yahweh. I love y'all. Yeah. Peace.